สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Morning Thailand of the 12th of August 2013 I'm Tulip Nak Sampop
And I'm Wanasan Kurahong.
and Happy Mother's Day
Yes, Happy Mother's Day. And of course today, as you can see, we are wearing
Blue.
Blue is, well, if you see a lot of people wearing blue today, don't be surprised. Not because we're feeling blue, but it's because her Majesty the Queen, this is her, I guess, personal color.
It's her birthday and it's
Yeah.
her personal color, supposed to be auspicious color
Exactly.
for the Mother's
So
Day.
if you can, try to put on your blue shirt.
Do
if
you
have.
plan anything for your...
My mom, yes, we're gonna take her to nail salon.
Oh, me
For
too.
today.
I'll take my mom to the nail I
All
guess
right.
it's a girls' activity.
Yes.
Anyway, talking about Mother's Day, today we have a lot of activities to celebrate the auspicious day. Of course, a lot of people may say, it doesn't have to be only today. Yes, it doesn't have to be only today. You can take your moms out, but it's a holiday.
But it's a good day to celebrate.
And there's a lot of promotion at all these great restaurants and
Yeah, exactly. And a
malls
good
and
excuse to take her, because sometimes, like for every day, sometimes you forgot, sometimes you got caught into
Yeah.
the whole working thing and you did not take the time.
so if particular today you tell anyone, I'm going to take my mom to this, that, no one can say anything to you.
Exactly. All right, so what do we have for
So
today?
let's start with the Prime Minister. This morning, today at 9 a.m., the Prime Minister will go to sign her well wish for Her Majesty the Queen at the what's it called, the Palace Pavilion in the Grand Palace. And then today at 19:19, which is 7
Okay.
p.m.
Right.
7:19 p.m. at the Grand Palace, Her Majesty, not Her Majesty, Prime Minister will lead the crown at the Royal Plaza to light the candle
Right.
for
in
Her Majesty the
celebration.
Queen in celebration, and also sing the royal anthem for Her Majesty the Queen at the Royal Plaza.
Right.
Also yesterday, the Royal Household Bureau has announced that they will open the multi-purpose building at Klai Kangwon Palace in Prachuap Khiri Khan Province from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. today for the public to go in to sign their well wishes for Her Majesty the Queen. Normally they only do it at the Grand Palace in Bangkok. At Grand Palace in Bangkok still open for the public to go sign their well wishes for Her Majesty the Queen from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Sahathai Samakom Pavilion at the Grand Palace also. So in many provinces there are activities all over the places, such as in Singburi there are bicycle day activity. They think they will see about 300 bike rider to join the ride, and also plant some trees and and clean the street. Also in Prachuap Khiri Khan itself, they have the activity. It's actually a whole month called Singha Pa Mae Tiao, or Take Mom Out in August. They will believe that they will have about 5,000 tourists to join in the activity. Take the big monk robe to wrap around the big Buddha image statue. And also in Lampang province there is what's it called, the Mother of the Land funding, that they will combine it with Father's Day saving piggy bank activity. This money at this province in particular they use as a funding to fight the substance abuse and narcotics problems in the province. So that is a really good thing. A little bit of note, Bangkok poll has made some research about Mother's Day, and the point worth mentioning is they have surveyed 18 years old and up in 17 provinces of Thailand, and majority of people said it's a good occasion to take mom out to have a nice meal outside the house. So about 73% of that. And 83% of people that do the survey, participants, said that they feel that the atmosphere of Mother's Day, it's make it a day of smile, which is a really nice thing.
Exactly, because you gotta smile every day, but today is a better day, even a better day. And of course, like we said, we have seen before, there's various activities, and there's always lighting decorations around the Lat Dam Nen road. If you're in Bangkok, we encourage you to actually go at night taking pictures, because there would be a very long road of beautiful lightings that ready for you to take pictures if you would like.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom would took all of us, my cousin, my sisters, just about 4 or 5 kids together, put it in a big van, and we will go along the ride in Ratchadam Nen Road.
Yeah,
just to see the lighting.
It's almost like Christmas, except
True.
It's
not Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. It's celebrating the Mother's Day,
Yes.
and plus this is our Queen's birthday, so more of the joy to be celebrating. Now, moving on to something that's not very joyful, however, we have to report about this. If you have seen in the news, Kun Tulip, there has been a passed away of one of the most revered monk right here in Thailand, and his name is Somdet Phra Puthajาร. Now, he is an abbot. He was an abbot of Wat Pho, and he was also the acting Supreme Patriarch, who was obviously almost like if in a pope's
in line.
Yeah, if it's in a pope system, then he's second in line. He's one of the most revered monk in the committee. He passed away at the age of 85. Now, there has been a lot of sadness, obviously, due to the fact that he has been well respected by most people. Now, he passed away at the Samittiwet Hospital on the 10th at about 8:41 a.m. due to his heart failure, and at this point they have already planning all these various activities in terms of rites, and as you can see in the picture there, Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn yesterday has already attended the funeral. Now, just to give you the activities that took place yesterday, at 9:09 a.m. in the morning, his body was moved from Samittiwet Hospital to Satgate Temple, which is where his funeral rites is being held. So if any of you are interested in visiting or pay respect, you can do so. Now, at this point, they say that yesterday in the morning, it was more or less of the activities involving all the monks and such that have to pay respect. And then in the afternoon at about 1 p.m., they allowed the followers as well as all the monks that might miss the morning ritual to actually went there and, of course, pouring the water over his palm. So that's the kind of activity that we do during the funeral rite, if you're not familiar with it. And at 5:15, Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn presided over the bathing ceremony of the body. She was actually representing His Majesty the King in terms of doing this, and they have said that for today there would not be any funeral rite at all, due to the fact that today is Her Majesty the Queen's birthday, and it's a Mother Day, so they will refrain from doing it today, but then they will carry on for 7 days. Then they were talking about keeping the body for 100 days in terms of trying to make sure that everyone will get to pay respect. So you will have a long time if you still would like to see. And of course, at this point, since he was the abbot of the Satgate Ratchawara Mahavihan Temple, that was a long name. We just call it for short is Wat Satgate or Satgate Temple. At this point, the second in line has become the abbot already. They has already having the person the monk, excuse me,
appointed as the new abbot.
Exactly, because due to the fact that they have been, I guess prepared for this. So พระพรหมสุธี would be the abbot of the Sake temple for this point. So they just said that yesterday. It just announced.
Okay.
So that was a sad news for today. However, still, let's carry on with good news.
Yes.
That we have. Like one of the biggest, I think.
One of the biggest news yesterday, and I think this particular event makes a lot of people almost had heart attack.
Well, yeah,
watching the game.
It's such a good game, wasn't it?
The thing is, finally, Thailand has the first ever Thai badminton player that win the gold at the World Championship, and she is only 18 years old.
Yeah, and no fighting involved.
No fighting involved.
Right.
And she's just good, sweet 18 years old, Ratchanok Intanon. And she flew back into Thailand yesterday around midnight.
Right.
She said just to make sure she's going to be back in time of Mother's Day. So
which is really sweet.
Really sweet. If you miss the live games, of course, there's a bunch of...
oh, I'm sure you can
There's
see.
a bunch of clips you can watch on internet right now going around because it's one of those great games that people say that even though they know the result, it's still exciting. And what exciting is, Ratchanok walked into this particular competition after she took 2 months off to make sure she get well rest and her injury is gone.
She was injured
She
before.
was injured, her ankle. So she took time out 2 months and just not participate in 2 big competitions just to make sure that she's fully ready for this particular one. And
that's impressive.
She was compete against Chinese champion, which has been the #1 rank of the world. And of course, they have been compete to each other 5 times. And Nong Mei or Ratchanok has won only once in the past 5 times in Yonex US Open 2011. And the rest, she just defeated to Lee, which is the #1 of world ranking. So with this win, the gold in this championship, Ratchanok now unofficial, but soon she will move up to be #2 of the world.
Woohoo!
And this
at
is
the age of 18.
So she break a lot of record. The youngest one, the youngest ever to be the world championship in this particular event. They never have anyone this young at 18 years old. And she also the first Thai that ever win the gold medal at this event.
So proud.
So proud of her. She's really good. And she said that she just want to give this to her mom as the Mother's Day. And she also said it in her Facebook that this is a gift for Her Majesty the Queen, as it's the Mother's Day, and also her mom and every mother out there in Thailand.
Well, trust me, this is like a gift for all Thai people at this point.
Yes, it's one of those news that make everybody smile.
And I'm pretty sure like the Chinese were shocked.
Yes!
Because this is one of like, we can say she's an underdog. She was injured.
She is an
no
underdog.
One would think that she's gonna get it.
She is the first one she is the first one that is not Chinese, that is a world champion in many, many, many years. The last time someone that's not Chinese that won this title is like in 1999. Think about that.
Wow.
So she is the first one in the 14 years that not Chinese and won this title. So this is a really, really big deal.
Yeah, so obviously we probably going to see a lot more of her.
And taking 2 months off pay off.
Exactly.
She says this is what she has been dreaming for since she was a kid. And the journalist asked her what she wants to do for her mom on Mother's Day. That's why she flew back since yesterday night, and she said she's gonna buy. I find it so adorable of her. She says she's gonna buy her mom laundry and the washing machine and the dryer for her mom.
Oh, good choice.
It's just and the refrigerator.
Okay, well,
as she promised, it's just one of those things that I think it's made her. It just show that even though you're world championship,
Exactly.
It's just,
now,
it's just sweet.
Just to keep the ball rolling here, I have another very good news. We haven't heard much about this, unfortunately, but apparently we are quite talented in terms of the musical part as well, playing instruments. Now, there has been another good news as Thai youths actually won what they call street drumline battle. Now,
wow.
we never really see like the drum line, or
I mean, we saw in American movie.
Exactly, but we haven't seen that much in Thailand. Apparently, this set of students belongs to Padung Nari School of Maha Sarakham. Now, they actually went all the way to the United States in the Drum Corps International World Competition in Indianapolis. And this took place on the 7th to the 10th of August, and they won on the 10th. Now, their drum line actually called Isan drum line.
That looked really fun.
Yeah, and these are street battles. So what they did was that you have two teams competing in front of each other, and the judge would stand there and then give the result right away. If they hold up the hands, that means, like this particular team won. And it's a street battle, so that means that the crowd would get involved. And they say that the crowd responds so well with the Isan battle, Isan drum line. Now they say that this particular set of students actually pretty much sponsored themselves all the way there, because they were trying, they were looking for someone to sponsor them to get there, and somehow they finally got it, and they know that they got what it takes. So they went there and they have won this particular street drum line. Now there are various types of activities and competition, but this particular competition has actually, they were able to grab this, and they are coming back to Thailand very, very soon. But on the 12th, so today in Chicago, on the 12th of August in Chicago, they will be playing at the embassy. So Thai people in Chicago will get to see them as well. But this is one of, I guess, a good accomplishment that we see Thai teenagers using their time to do something that actually very productive.
Something useful, productive,
and
fun.
It's really fun. You can go online and try to search for their performance. It's actually very fun. I looked at it. It's very entertaining, and the beat, you got a little bit of the northeastern, which is Isan.
Yes,
right?
It's something that foreigners
exactly.
don't get much chance
and you can
to
hear
see.
right
Look
away,
at them.
like in there, that
So
they're
happy.
Thai. Yeah, so it's one of those hardworking, practice that pay off. All right.
Well, our next generation look really hopeful.
Exactly, with the badminton player and the drummers.
And all these medal that our youth has won that we have been reporting to you. Let's hope it's keep going that way.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're going to take a short break and we'll come back with much more news, whatever happened over the weekend. Don't go anywhere.